We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. What's going on, my timeless market strategy family, and welcome to this educational video on exhaustion zones. So, exhaustion zones are very important, and I'm gonna tell you guys that the reason why I say this is because they are areas that basically flip prices in the market, and that is the main thing I want to put emphasis on within this video. If you don't understand anything else, understand that exhaustion zones are areas in the market where price tends to reverse and go the opposite direction. Now, the psychology behind that is it's two things why that happens. So, for one, I'll say that exhaustion zones are characterized by the candlestick wicks within a candlestick. As you should know, candlesticks compel or contain two parts. That is the body and the wick. And wicks are what form exhaustion. Areas like this. Let me find my arrow. So areas like this can be used to form exhaustion zones. Areas like these can be formed to use exhaustion zones. And that's why I have this white box here at the bottom. Not only did this wick confirm an exhaustion zone, but the fact that price came within the same exhaustion zone many times confirms that these areas are forms of exhaustion. So like I just said, I want you guys to really understand that exhaustion zones basically reverse price. For the simple reason that it's because the wicks are basically what create them. And the psychology behind it is that if you understand candle wicks mean rejection. So it makes sense to me, and I'm really trying to make it make sense to y'all. So candle wicks equals rejection, right? Rejection equals reversals, right? So if we have a full zone that's dedicated to rejection and reversals, getting in at these areas is not a bad thing, especially if you're going the opposite way. You can see that once price came within here, price continued upwards. Once price came, it wick tapped within this area here, but even that wick tap there pushed price up a little bit. And then as price settled truly within this exhaustion zone here, price went up extremely. So that is really the main thing I want to emphasize to you guys in this video. Not only that, how to find them. Like I said, you can find them throughout the candlestick wicks. So this is an area that I see within this whole area of price. I see wicks like this. I see wicks like this. This lets me know that there's rejection. And if you extend the exhaustion zone to the right, you can see that price not only created that exhaustion zone here, but once price came back within it, buyers came within play. Price made a retracement all the way back down to the exhaustion zone. Buyers came within play. That's another example of exhaustion, it's reversal, but it's characterized by the candlestick wicks. And I'll say this, it varies, okay? You would not have been able to take advantage of the exhaustion zone once this happened here. Once this box happens here, there's no way you can take advantage of an exhaustion zone because it just formed. But once price comes back and retests it again, you could then go down your lower time frames and take advantage of opportunities from there. Same thing if we were looking for some type of selling type of exhaustion zone. This wick up here lets me know that there's rejection up here as price did dramatically drop. So we can use this area as a future area of exhaustion. As you see, 4-hour price came back within it and melted down, rejected it. It did it again up here. 4-hour price came within it, rejected it. until price did break above it, and then did the whole trend follow the trend thing. So that is the main characteristic of exhaustion zones. I believe there's also one within current price too. I was just looking at this one earlier today, where GJ is currently forming an exhaustion zone right now. So what I'm looking at is this area right here. Price found a resistance, and we have this rejection on this bearish candle here. And when I look to the right of price, I can see that price found another support right here, right? There's no way you can execute at this first zone. I understand that. But as price came back and retested the same zone again, and I see that price increase, I know that, okay, anytime in the future price comes back in the zone, I'm buying. And you see it happen here. Right now we're on the 4-hour time frame. That's another thing. I primarily use exhaustion zones on the 4-hour time frame, and then I execute them off of my 1-hour time frame. So say like price did here, price came within that 4-hour time frame exhaustion zone, right? I would be on my 1-hour time frame looking for some type of break of structure to take advantage of the exhaustion zone to the upside. So something like this. That's a lower low, lower high point, higher low point, higher high point. We're in bullish structure right now, right? We're in bullish structure since we broke this lower high point here. And now this higher low point is basically where I would look to enter my position. No, I didn't enter the position because we're out of session. It's basically, it's 11, 12 p.m. right here. So it's no way I'm entering the market that late, you know. But that is the concept that I would do once I am looking to enter within the 4-hour exhaustion zones. And as far as lower time frames, yes, there are exhaustion zones found on all different types of time frames. Like I'm sure if you look at within this area on the 1-hour time frame we're currently looking at, you can see that there's exhaustion all the way down here too, right? You can treat these the same way. But instead of transitioning like we did from the 4-hour to the 1-hour, I would transition from the 1-hour to the 5-minute. And we can do that just real quick just to see what happens, just for the sake of this video. But just understand that every time, so the exhaustion zone was formed around this area here, and every time price came within it, not only do we break a lower high, but we form higher low points, lower high, had this lower high break. That next high low point could have been entry. You could have entered at this bullish engulfing here and had a 12 pip stop loss, 13 pip stop loss, and felt comfortable that you're still entering based off of reaction of a 1-hour exhaustion zone. And as you see, price did continue making higher low points to the upside until we found some type of resistance somewhere in the far future. Okay. But I do believe that's all I have on exhaustion zones. The main thing I want you guys to take away is that the psychology behind them, once price is within an exhaustion zone, it's going to reject and it's going to reverse. And just the way of finding them, you're going to have to be able to find these on your own and train your eyes to see them on your own. Yes, I can find them very easily because I've studied the charts for quite some time. So it's going to take you guys to do your own studying to train your eyes to find these same zones that I can so easily, you know. But that will conclude this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, took lots of notes, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.